Hello my beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. This is Sharon Knows Best. I hope you guys missed me. I definitely missed you guys. And today I'm back with another pick a card reading. Today's topic will be how to transform your life when you feel stuck. When you feel stuck, when you feel unhappy, when you feel unmotivated. These are just gonna be channeled messages. This is definitely a different setup just because I was not feeling like getting behind the camera and I just really wanted to put the focus on the cards and just on your energy. So these 3 decks I'm gonna use in your reading, but this is gonna represent pile number 1, this is gonna represent pile number 2, and this is gonna represent pile number 3. This is just White Tarot, this is the Moonology deck, and this is the Work Your Late Oracle cards. So you can just pause the video and truly find out which pile resonates most with you. I would definitely suggest choosing only one pile, but I know some people like to watch multiple piles. So just make sure you choose the pile with your intuition, so you can get the right reading for you. And definitely if you like this video, you resonate and you vibe with this channel, then make sure to subscribe and like this video. This really helps my channel to grow and for my videos to be pushed out into the algorithm. And also you can make sure to follow me on my Instagram, which is also SharonKnowsBest. And with that being said, let's just jump right into your reading. The timestamps will be down in the description box so you can be forwarded to your reading, and let's start. Hello my pile ones. Welcome back to my channel. So let's see, how can you guys transform your life? What will help my pile ones to transform their life? Okay. Oh, I love when the energy is like going crazy. How can my pile ones transform their life while feeling stuck, unmotivated, and unhappy? Is there more? Okay guys, let's see what this first card, wow. I was definitely directly getting a big message. There are maybe one or a few things you do that you need to cut out. Like, cut it out for the best. It might be, if you hear certain noise, this is construction work, so I'm really sorry about that. There might be people or circumstances or things you do on a daily basis that you need to end. And this is why we have the Death card here. And honestly, I really think it's so annoying when people who have no idea what tarot card reading really is, how it happens, how it works, and all that stuff, when they say, oh my god, you got the Death card, that is so bad. Or like, I've seen like so many TikTok videos where somebody like, you know, says like the Death card, like that's not a good omen, blah 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 blah. Death card is transformation. Death card is an ending. Definitely closing out a cycle, ending relationships with people, transforming and doing something new. The Death card doesn't mean literal death. The death card for me is a very positive card because it means that you can let go or try to cut off certain things that do not serve you anymore for a brighter, full future. And it is really interesting because you got the Death card and then you got the Eight of Cups. Because the Eight of Cups also represents walking away from a situation or a person. You know, sometimes it's like really hurtful to leave things behind, getting out of your comfort zone, cutting out, you know, things that don't serve you, like foods, coffee. Some people like get really nervous and worked up when they consume a lot of coffee, or if it's drugs, marijuana. I know ganja is not like the worst drug out there, but it definitely can make you unmotivated and just not really productive, makes you sleepy, makes you lazy. Of course, it like depends on which ganja you smoke. I don't really want to get too much into it, but there must be something, and you probably know it best. I don't want to sit here and preach, because you probably know best what you need to walk away from, what you need to end, let go, transform. So it could be literally anything. People that you need to leave behind, that don't serve you, that don't support you and love you 100%. Because I've heard this quote and it's so amazing and truthful, or true, that show me your friends and I tell you who you are. So if you hang out with people who are lazy, unmotivated, who have no jobs, no thrive, who don't eat healthy, who, you know, take a lot of drugs or take alcohol, you're most likely to transform in one of those people, or into their bad influence. I'm not saying if you have a friend, we all have our challenges, but definitely look at who you are surrounded by. If these people are compassionate, loving, motivated, you know, if you have people around you that work out or that love to eat really healthy, make sure to not like be so judgmental if you have never tried what they tried, or, you know, different diets. Just be open-minded, because sometimes people can really influence us for the better, but also for the negative. So look around you. Who are you surrounded by? Are these people adding value into your life? Are they supporting you with what you do, your dreams, your beliefs? Are they respectful of your person? How do they talk about you behind your back? Are they really loving? Are they positive? If you hang out with a lot of negative people, it affects you. It really affects you. But definitely make sure to, you know, check out how do you eat, what do you consume on a daily. Do you watch a lot of television? Are you often on your phone? Are you often on your laptop? Like, just check it out. Check yourself more than you check social media. Check yourself more than you check social media. This is like, yeah, really important. Reflect. Evolve as a person. Try to find out what really serves you. And sometimes changes are really good. I know a lot of people are afraid of changes. Changes are positive. Changes are always good. Changing jobs, changing friend groups, changing mindset, changing your nutrition, your diet, changing, you know. And if you only try things out, sometimes trying things out can really help to be open-minded. And maybe you try something and you're like, damn, I'm gonna do this every day from now on. You know, it could also be as simple as starting your day meditating for 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, it makes a difference, even if it's only 5 to 10 minutes. And then having breakfast, getting ready for the day. And when you've done all these things, then you can turn on the Wi-Fi and you can check social media. It's really not good to start the day with, you know, all these informations and income, because it really stresses the mind and you don't really start your day super chilled and focus like you would after meditating and after a good night's sleep. Also, maybe like sleeping in, like, you know, being really lazy, not working out. You will know what it is that you need to transform, or what it is you need to end. Maybe it's relationships, friendships, a job you need to leave behind and try something new. It could literally be anything. But then we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles really talks about balance in your income, in your finances, and also just how grounded you are within life. So you can see this little scale here, and really it talks about balance to me. So maybe it really has something to do with a job, your finances. Maybe you haven't been really making the income that you would like to, and in order to start something new, start a new business, or start working in a different field, it really takes to build up some courage and to take the lead and to initiate that change, because you can't like stay the way you are and wish for a better future, because you are the person that's building your future. You are the person who is manifesting. So make sure your thoughts are as positive as possible. We all have negative days. Like, fuck saying like only positivity. Life is about yin and yang, so it's not only all positive. So not everything is always only positive. I get that. We all have our struggles, we all have negative thoughts sometimes, but it is necessary to just transform that and to get those thoughts into balance again, so you can start manifesting the life of your dreams, the financial status that you're wishing for. And then we have the Chariot. So I really feel like in order to get the life that you're wishing for, it's really all about those changes. And the Chariot is a very hopeful and very beautiful card. It tells us there's, you know, positive changes ahead. There's things coming, and sometimes it comes different than we thought they would come towards us. And I really see within this reading, it's a lot about like your business, your job, or maybe it's a hobby, but I feel like it definitely has to do with money. So maybe you're looking to switch jobs, or you just really want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be, you know, something different, I feel like. And it takes a lot of courage. I get that. Like, I was procrastinating building this channel for a really long time because I just didn't want to put myself out there like that, or I was just afraid. Like, now I feel like it's so cool to be out there, you know, but at first it was really scary and it was different, and what were the people saying? But it's really not about that. You shouldn't care what anybody is saying. If you're happy, you're happy. And you know, just people saying bad things about you or making up assumptions or whatever is just reflecting their own heart, their own thoughts, you know? So yeah, definitely be optimistic towards the future, because the Chariot next to the Ten of Pentacles for me is representing a lot of success. Like, child, woman, guy, you need not to worry. Like, no need to worry. The universe is on your side. It is just really trying to push you forward to really walk the path you came here to go. Sometimes in order for things to blossom, really need to make room to let in new opportunities, new people. And how can we let in new opportunities, new people, new mindsets, new things, whilst trying and also whilst making room by cutting off people, quitting a job. I'm not saying you should spontaneously quit your job, but maybe switch job or try to build a second income first and then see how it goes, and if it progresses, you can let go of the job that might feel toxic to you, because that's really the vibe that I'm getting with the Death and the Eight of Pentacles. And you don't need to worry, there's success, abundance, and prosperity coming for you. Then we have the Two of Wands, and this is my travel card, guys. Like, when this card pops up, you see how he's holding the globe, the earth. It's all about travel. So maybe you really want to travel with what you do, or maybe you just really want to influence the world. Maybe by actually being an influencer, an entrepreneur. Maybe you just really want to do something where you can travel, you can meet new people, you can be really open, and also meet other cultures, and also doing something good for the world. So yes, how can you transform your life? By inviting amazing changes and making room for new things. Wow. We have Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. Yes, if you want something, apply for that job. If you want to meet new people, talk to people, make the first move. If you're really craving for a beautiful, healthy connection or relationship, and you have someone in mind and you really want to get to know them, make the first move. Be bold. There's nobody stopping you. Like, literally, what's really important is to build your self-love and your confidence in order to, get out into the world and get what you want. Because I really feel like you have the ability to do that, but something is holding you back. And it could be insecurities or a certain mindset, which is really necessary and important to change, so you can definitely achieve what you want to achieve. You're very close to achieving your goals. Yes, abundance, prosperity, success is on your side. You just need to take action. Your dreams need a practical plan. So if you have like a business plan in mind, or you want to try something new, definitely get the information about it, about what you need in order to achieve your goals and your dreams. Just make a plan and then slowly move your way and get in action. Conclusions are within reach. So maybe you're dealing with someone and you definitely need closure in order to let them go. No need to worry, conclusions are within reach. And then the last card is a win-win outcome is in forecast. Yes. Maybe you're going to start collaborating with a friend or with someone else in order to achieve your goals. And this will make it easier for you to transform your life and to start new things if you really open up to certain individuals. And then there's this win-win outcome in forecast. And we have Libra and Taurus here. So maybe you have some air energy in your chart or some earth energy. I'm really getting Taurus vibes here. And then we have Imrana. Where are you called to journey to? You guys, can we just take a moment how beautiful these cards are? And then also, where are you being called to journey to? And I put it on top of the Two of Wands, which is the travel card. So you guys, this could literally talk about like where you being called to move to travel to. Maybe you need to start new in order to make new connections, and maybe relocating will really help you build transformation and positive changes in your life. So if you had a fixed idea, or maybe you dreamed about a place, like quite literally while you were sleeping, maybe your angels and guides and the universe want to send you signs. So definitely be aware of the signs, like where could you see yourself living, where could you see yourself traveling to. And also this could not only speak about relocating or traveling, this could also speak about your like dreams, like mindset. Where do you see yourself in your future? What do you really want to do? Always listen to your heart. It's good to be an analytical person and think about the pros and cons, but it definitely is also important to listen to your heart chakra, because your heart is never wrong. You came to this planet with a purpose, and it's really important to find that purpose again, remembering that purpose again. Then we have take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So if you're stressing yourself out, overthinking, and you're like, oh my God, I need to change. What do? I don't like this job. I don't like these people. I feel so stuck. Like, I get you. I get you. Take your time. Don't stress yourself. Don't overthink. Also, take a break. Do some self-care. I really see this, like, pamper yourself, love yourself, sleep enough, move your body, eat good foods. Sometimes if you have a weekend off, really take that time to just pamper you, meditate, and take a break. And sometimes then we really find what we were looking for. The guidance always lies within. These cards are just a tool to guide you. The answers are always already within you. And I'm sorry for my voice breaking. I don't know what's going on. Okay, then we have yes. Just say yes. And I was really getting that whatever your question within was before you came to this reading, the answer is yes. Just go for it, make a move, prepare yourself, make a plan, and just put your focus where it needs to be. And then we have the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. You guys, again, this is a confirmation to really open your heart. I know it says it's talking about the rose, but I'm really getting like crack your heart open. Why? So many people in this earth, on this planet, are so closed off. They're not in tune with their emotions. So many people are afraid to show what they feel, are afraid to share their essence with other people, and that is so freaking sad. You glow when you open your heart. You attract when you open your heart. You feel when you open your heart. You're much more in tune with your guidances, your intuition, with yourself, if you're just opening up your heart. You can do like chakra meditation, or just read a little bit about the chakras and maybe find some knowledge on how to open your heart. But I do believe self-talk is the tool of self-love and also of opening your heart. If you're being kind within yourself, the way you talk to yourself, and if you're telling yourself every morning the things you're grateful for and the things you want to manifest, if you just take a moment to start your day like that, and if you just tell yourself, I open my heart, and then you just put your hands on your heart chakra, and then you say, I open my heart, I'm worth of love, I'm blah, 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 blah. Whatever affirmations you want to tell yourself in the morning, that can really help to improve your self-worth, self-love, and opening your heart. So these were just my tips on how you can transform your life. I tried to channel your messages. I hope this was helpful. I hope there were some great tips for you guys. And always remember, sometimes we go through rough patches, feeling stuck. We all go through it, guys. But there's a brighter day tomorrow. And if you struggle with depression, or you really feel like you can't get yourself out of bad habits or bad mindsets, definitely ask for help. There is no shame in requiring a therapist or requiring someone to help you and give you a guiding hand. Like there's shamans, there's therapists, there's online therapy you can link up to. I also came across about this online therapy platform that is called BetterHelp. If you're interested in joining that platform, this is in no means any advertising. I just came across this page and I also recommended it to a friend. And since y'all are my friends, my soul family, watching the people that support this channel with so much love, that means like you're here for a reason and you're meant to hear these guidances. You know, we're all connected in some way. So if you're looking for online therapy sessions, I would suggest checking out BetterHelp, because then it's also not that expensive. I know therapy sessions can get really, really expensive, and it's also really important that you vibe with the person that you're scheduled with. And sometimes in where we live, we can't really find the right people, especially if you're a little bit like spiritual like me, or really open-minded, or if you just want normal like school medicine teachings, then also it's like easier to find someone. But if you're more like on the spiritual path and you want really someone to look beyond the surface, then I would suggest maybe trying these online classes. Also, you can type in where you live, and then it will just suggest you a few people you can get on a call with. And yeah, it sounded really good. I haven't tried it myself, but as I said, I recommended it to a friend. So maybe this information is helpful for you. And yes, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I see you all in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello, hello, my beautiful pile twos. Whew, pile one was intense. Like I had to clean out some sage here. It was not like heavy intense, like negative intense, but it definitely was rad. So let's see, how can my pile twos transform their life? How can my pile twos transform their life to the better in order to chase after their purpose, fulfillment, happiness, their dreams? How can my pile twos transform their life? Love. Money. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, we never know. Let's see what will come up, you guys. Ooh, we have the two of wands again. Interesting. Y'all want to travel? Wow. Okay, so pile number twos, I'm really getting how can you transform your life while feeling stuck, or whatever your situation is. You gotta spend your time with people. No jokes. I know it's a little bit tricky right now, but definitely spend your time with your friends. Don't isolate yourself. Don't close off your emotions, and just be social. Go to parties, go to people's places, invite your friends, your family, spend it with people who are high value and healthy connection. Obviously don't spend your time with toxic people and people who drag you down, who are negative. Spend it with people that make you feel high on life, that make you feel good, make you feel supported, and that are kind hearts. But that's like definitely a big thing here. You need to be surrounded by people. It really aids your heart. It really is good for you. And whilst you spend your time with people who are high vibe and healthy, or healthy for you, then maybe that will trigger something within you so your life transforms into the better. I mean, life instantly becomes so much more beautiful when you can definitely spend it with people you love. Obviously, if you're gonna comment down below like, yeah, like I really want to find my soul family, my soul friends, but I feel really isolated right now, like I can't really spend time with people who have like the same mindset or the same values, I feel you. Sometimes it's really sad if you haven't found your soul friends or your soul family just yet, but you can put yourself out there. You can, you know, try to align and attract people into your life that will vibe with you and that have similar interests and things. But what's also important is that just because some people are different, have a different mindset or have different interests, I mean, that doesn't make them not lovable just because they're a little bit more different from us. Sometimes it's good to have different set of because then you can then you can learn different things, you know. Because everybody brings different things to the table. So if you're like, oh, my friends, yeah, they don't really have the same interests as me, I feel you. Same over here. Sometimes some people have different interests than I do, but you know, as I said, like we can spend time with different set of people, and sometimes in life we will find people that vibe with us and swim on the same wave. But definitely just encourage yourself to spend time with the people you have access to. And I'm not saying, oh, just use them, use their time. No, just celebrate life. Just spend time outside, go outside in nature. That's also what I'm seeing. I know right now the situation around the world is a little bit tricky. Still, you can go out, see people, get some coffee outside, get a smoothie bowl, you know, sit outside, go on a picnic. You can still see people. Like, just tell yourself you're healthy, boost your immune system. There's nothing to fear out in this world if you come from a place of love. And definitely also spend your time with your family if you can, or if they're around you. Yeah, I'm really seeing this social vibe. Like maybe you're gonna attain a lot of parties, and then I also feel like maybe you're gonna meet certain people that you can start a business with, or that will just suggest something to you and it just will be really fruitful. Maybe it's like a different job, or you know, meeting different people. Maybe living out your sexual fantasies as well, because I don't know, that just came, the thought just came to me. And then the Five of Cups, for me, often represents our mindset. Like, how do we think? How do we talk to ourselves? Because this person is really looking over to the three spilled over cups, and he doesn't even recognize the two upright cups in the back. Sometimes we do focus on the negative rather than focus on the positive, and that is really something you need to work on, and that is something you need to transform in order to transform your life. Because the things we focus on the most, we only create and manifest more of that. So if you're focused on your fears, focus on your doubts, focus on negativity, focus on I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful, I'm not intelligent, I'm not this, I'm not that, then you'll only get more of those feelings. So if you tell yourself high vibrational affirmations every morning, that can definitely transform your mindset. And if you're like, yeah, you know, like I can't really talk kindly to myself, well, fake it till you make it. Girl, guy, whoever is watching, really work on your mindset, because that's like really what I'm feeling. Also, not I feel like you're really like, maybe you're a water sign, I don't know, you don't have to be, but you could be very sensitive, and maybe people have taken advantage of that in the past, that you're so sensitive, you're really soft, and very giving, and that just has created a lot of hurt and mistrust, and maybe also being taken advantage of, and yeah. Well, I'm also hearing like set healthy boundaries. If someone is overstepping your boundaries, your lines, it's really important to work on saying to people like, hey, you know, even if you're not the most confrontal being, like, and you don't want to get in a fight, but you can always, with nice language, tell people to fuck off and not step on your boundaries. I think it is so important in life, to really have boundaries, have principles, have moral, and not letting people step on you, and really create this confidence, this self-worth that you're like, hey, like, I help you, but I will not let you take advantage of me. Like, you can go until here, but you're not going to overstep that line. And this can happen at work, this can happen with friends. If you're always the yay sayer, if you always say, yes, I'll help you, if you always say, yeah, of course, like, I'll do it for you, yeah, you can have my notes for school, yeah, you can have this, blah, 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 and it actually doesn't feel really aligned with you, doesn't feel good, doesn't make you feel confident, cut it off. Try to really, and if it's tiny steps, it doesn't matter. Just take tiny steps to change, take tiny steps for boundaries, and not letting people use you in any way. Also, I'm also getting like, if you have been in like a relationship where not both parties are giving 50-50, and it's more like 80-20 or 70-30, that is not healthy, okay? We cannot spend our time being with people because there's an imbalance here, there's 3 cups spilled over, and then there's these 2 cups here. So maybe if you have in the past entertained romantic relationships or friendships where it was really imbalanced, like they were just taking your energy, taking your time, taking your kindness, and not giving back, what you have been putting into relationships in any form or sort should always be balanced, because if there's an imbalance, someone will be taken away from their energy, and also, of course, it doesn't feel really good, doesn't feel healthy, it feels toxic. And if you're entertaining a relationship like that, it definitely is important to speak with that person in order to transform, or if it doesn't work out anymore, to maybe, try to cope with it in another way, if you have to let it go, or if you just have to transform. Or really, sometimes it really helps telling people what you want, telling them their boundaries, and say no if it doesn't feel good. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm really getting the vibe that soon, or maybe in the future, you will get an opportunity you should not miss. It is really important to say yes to this opportunity. And maybe it is a job offer, or maybe a new relationship, a new friendship. Something new is on the rise, and it's really important for you to see the potential in this offering, because it will bring you a lot of stability, because this is an Earth card, it's the Ace of Pentacles, and the aces are very powerful, and it could have to do with finances or jobs, or there's definitely an opportunity coming your way. So definitely work on yourself so you're ready for this opportunity, because it might come in hot. And when it occurs, think of me, guys. And then we have the Two of Wands. It's funny because pile number 1 got it as well. And this is the travel card, at least for me. Really represents traveling, relocating, you know, having a journey or a vacation, because he's really holding the earth globe over here. I'm also feeling like maybe you're gonna meet someone that actually comes from a different place than you are from. It was just popping up. This message was just popping up, so this might resonate with some of you guys. Or maybe you really want to switch jobs in order you can be free to travel or just meet different people. And I totally understand this wish. It's really like a dream to be free, to travel, to be like a bird and relocate whenever you feel like it. And I feel like a lot of people have this dream to really travel and feel this freedom again, you know? And then we have the Empress. So, you guys, I really feel like you have everything at your plate that you need. You have it all. You might be very beautiful, or you might just withhold this powerful, powerful essence energy. Could be a lot of strong feminine energy, but if you're a guy, take it how it resonates. Of course, every being has feminine and masculine energy, so it really isn't about that. But you are withholding something that a lot of people admire and sometimes even get jealous or envious of you. And for you, it's all about not settling for less or dimming your light in order to fit in. That is so sad and toxic. Don't ever do that just to make other people feel good about themselves. Dimming your shine. That you have it all, and people and the world is supposed to see that. And maybe that is also something you need to transform. Trying to fit in. You don't need to fit in, you know? Like, the mainstream is not what you want to fit into. Like, you want to shine, and if you're like a light worker, or maybe you're also in the public eye, maybe you're doing YouTube, you're doing Instagram, something with social media, maybe you're on, what's it called? OnlyFans. You know, don't dim your light. Like, if that's something you want to do it. Doesn't matter what anybody is thinking, and you don't need to dim your light. And if you have a beautiful body or a beautiful mind, you're not supposed to hide it, you know? I'm not saying you need to walk naked over the street, but I think you're getting what I'm trying to say. Then we have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands definitely represent for me that you're ready to move on and to try something new, or maybe like even, as we said, journey to a new direction. It doesn't have to be as drastic as moving or taking a trip. It could just be like recognizing, hey, I'm actually a leader and I need to face this direction. And it's funny because the Page of Wands is also watching in this direction, and the Page of Wands for me represents creativity, passion, and something new, because it is a page card. It's not necessarily a knave or a king or a queen, it's the Page of Wands. But hey, you know, like, this is something newly inspired. Maybe you've had like an idea and it is quite fresh, quite new, and there's a lot of passion within it, and you should give it time and action in order for it to grow. If it's a new business idea, a new hobby, a new fitness thing you want to try, maybe you want to try yoga or you want to try jogging, and find the right sport for you, definitely go for it. If this is like it represents like a new idea to me, which is definitely worth exploring. Then we have expect powerful change. Yes, I was really getting that. Like, there's definitely things to transform for you guys, but it's not as drastic as the other pile that I have read so far. It's more like an inner thing, like a mindset or a certain attitude that maybe you need to explore more, and maybe you need to work on that in order to be and step into that leader power. But I'm feeling, especially with this Ace of Pentacles and with the Empress card here, there is powerful change, and I feel like it will not take too long, so you can step into that light and step into that powerful energy. Nothing is yet set in stone. So yeah, if you applied for a job and you're quite getting like a vivid idea, hey, I could also actually do something else. Like I could, you know, try this, try that, or I could actually explore that talent or that creativity. You know, listen to your intuition. Nothing is yet set in stone. If you're about to move to America and then you're like, hey, actually, I want to move to Europe, like, go and follow that intuition, because nothing is yet set in stone. Or if someone's proposing to you, I'm just setting like wild examples, but if someone is proposing to you to marry you, and you're like, and you said yes, and now you're like, actually, that's not really my soulmate, I don't really vibe with this person, you know, nothing is yet set in stone. Let them know and groove your own way. That was a wild example. But show the world the real you, and this is really, wow, my voice is cracking up. This is really aligning with the Empress energy and what I said earlier. Show the world the real you. Shine your light. Don't dim your light in order to fit in. Yeah. A personal issue reaches resolution. So this is definitely a confirmation. And again, we have this water energy here, and also Aquarius. So you could have that in your chart. Obviously, you don't have to have that in your chart, but yeah, it's definitely a vibe, and it's all about emotion, the Cancer energy. And maybe something significant will happen around the next full moon, because both these cards are in full moon. Or maybe on new moon, because we have also a new moon card here. Okay, one more card for my pile twos. Meditate and contemplate. And we have new moon in Pisces. Again, that water energy, emotion, letting emotions flow, you know, opening that heart, showing who you are, and not being afraid what anybody says about you. If you need a cry, I'm also hearing that. If you need a good cry, let it all out, because that is very cleansing sometimes. And if you're not yet meditating, definitely check out my How to Meditate video. It's one of my earlier videos. I believe it's very helpful. And if you're not meditating yet, you should try it out. It changes your life. And if it's only 5 to 10 minutes in the morning before you start your day, it changes up the entire energy of the day. You're more focused, you're more aligned. And it's definitely a super healthy habit you should look into. Then we have prosperity lies ahead. And yes, that's what I was saying. New moon in Taurus with the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles, coins coming your way, new opportunities, prosperity lies ahead. This is a beautiful confirmation. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Oh my God. Guys, do I need to say anything to these synchronicities? I was earlier saying, like, you need to step into that leader power. I'm really getting that. Maybe you're like a priestess, you're the Empress. how are you being called to step up and lead? I really feel like you have a lot of potential and talent to be a leader, a business owner, someone very strong and someone people look up to. Maybe you're also a tarot reader or a coach in some form or sort. Yeah, then we have warrior woman. Yes, have you answered your deepest calling? I was getting strong feminine vibes over here, like, but strong, like strong. You don't fear to empower your emotions. You don't fear to speak up your mind. And it's definitely tap into that warrior woman energy, because it's also about cutting things off that don't serve you anymore, and also telling people your boundaries. As I was saying earlier, that is so important, especially if you want to be respected, especially if you want people to see you are this priestess, you are this warrior woman, you are this empress, and there is no one in this world who can fuck with you if you're showing your boundaries and your strength in a kind and loving way. And then we have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. This is so crazy, because I was earlier saying maybe you haven't found your soul family or your soul tribe, your soul friends yet, but I really do feel like in the future you will find them, you will attract them, and you will find these people. Right now, if you're dealing with people who are not really on the same energy as you, like I'm getting these priestess vibes, like people that are really spiritual. I mean, you wouldn't be here if you weren't in kind of spiritual and, you know, looking for answers, and you know, everything is energy, and these cards are just a tool. You know, the universe, your guides, your angels, and mine as well are calling in these guidances, these messages for you guys. And it's just because energy is flowing and aligning. And these cards are just a tool, you know, to tell you guys what's going on, what you need to focus on, and what to transform while you're feeling stuck, or while you feel like things are not progressing and things are not really moving forward in life. And definitely you can call in your tribe. Like, you can just try to attract these people, try to manifest them. And I'm also getting the sense that maybe you will find your soul family, your soul friends while traveling. Or maybe you're actually overlooking people in your life that are really close to you and you have a deep connection with them, that are actually your soul family. They could be your actual family or just friends you have been in a friendship with for a really long time. These people can also be your tribe. But obviously, beautiful. Then we have align your life. What is not aligned and what needs to change? Yes, and I was really intuitively getting that message that it's not about drastic, crazy changes. Maybe you have one or two toxic people in your life, but you will figure it out. Or maybe it's not even people, it's circumstances, it's habits, blah, 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 blah. It could be anything. But what does need to be aligned, I feel like, is definitely your mindset and boundaries, as I said earlier. Really letting people know, like, hey, you know, I'm all fun and I'm loving and I'm spiritual and I'm this and I'm that. And people think, hey, this person is so nice all the time and so kind, you know, and they just push and pull. No, they just pull and pull and pull and pull all of your energy, take advantage, and just want to get fed with your energy, with your kindness. And you're like, hey, these are the boundaries, stop it, I'll go. Like, I come first. Me and my energy need to be on point, because if my energy is not on point, I cannot help nobody. So always put yourself first. How can you care for friends, family, strangers, and be kind if your energy is not at 100%? And that is so important with align your life. What is not aligned and what needs to change. Be open to change. Change is beautiful. Transformation is as well. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really hope there were some deep messages for you guys. And I see you all next time. Have a beautiful day. Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. So let's start with your reading. I'm going to start with the tarot cards. So how can my pile 3s transform their life for the better whilst feeling stuck? Okay, this just flew out. How can my pile 3s transform their life? Ooh, should I take, no, that's too many cards. We're gonna take that one though. So how can my pile 3s transform their life? How can my pile 3s transform their life? Okay, do we get one more card? Angels, spirit guides. How can my pile 3s transform their life? Okie dokes. Well, let me put this here. Guys. Ah! Okay, my pile number 3s. So first and foremost with the Temperance card, let me just turn down my music a little bit. So with the Temperance card, I'm really getting, you're probably a very spiritual person, or maybe religious, or maybe just you believe in a higher power. And definitely I feel like your guides, your angels, they are always with you, and believing into a higher power is really, really beneficial for you, being aware you're protected, you are guided by spirits that are protecting you. And definitely, or maybe just your religion gives you a lot of power. So definitely go where your power lies. Go where your beliefs make you feel safe and secure, because I really feel like you're always protected by your angels, your spirit guides. Maybe there is someone who died and is actually watching over you as like a spirit guide or a spirit protection. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm feeling. This will probably not resonate with all you guys, but death is not how we think it is. There's no need to put death on such a negative pedestal, because sometimes our time is up and our purpose in this lifetime is fulfilled, and that's when we leave. Obviously, it is really sad for the people who are left behind, but love and spirit never dies. You know, the soul of this person has never died. So they're always with you in spirit, and I mean, they're not 24/7 watching over you and watching every step, but when you need them, you can definitely talk to them and call them in. If you're maybe a fearful person, or you have anxiety or some sort of fear, sometimes you can just talk to your angels, your spirit guides, and it will definitely give you support and make you feel better. So maybe that is an important message for some of you guys, and that will definitely help giving you comfort and feeling safe. Then we have the Page of Cups. I feel like you're a really open person, especially with your emotions. And that is a really good trait, and something you can still work on to improve, to make that even stronger, because emotions are so powerful. Like the water element really represents emotion, trust, feeling, your heart chakra. That really represents it for me. And I think it's really important for you to tell people how you feel, really learning how to be soft and vulnerable, because then we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a little bit more passionate and thriving and, you know, strong, and a little bit more not such a softie. I don't want to say it's like you're a softie or whatever, but definitely it's important to call in both traits, to being strong, being passionate, being a go-getter, being this vibrant person, but, you know, also balancing your characteristics out and also leaving room for your emotions and not to suppress them. Because sometimes if we suppress emotions, feeling sad, or not trying to be vulnerable, or I don't want to be weak, you know, those kind of quotes, that is really toxic, because it's really important to embrace all emotions and all our talents, and feminine and masculine energy, to align that and to balance it out, and then it creates a really positive, strong shield around us. So maybe it's more about balancing these two sides within yourself out. Maybe you're trying to be the strong person, not being vulnerable, not showing people that you can cry, you can overthink, and that you can get anxious and just being fearful. I'm also hearing like maybe you don't like to be alone, but you don't really show that to people. But, you know, sometimes it's really important to embrace our weaknesses. We all have struggles, and we all have different things we feel challenged by, and sometimes it's really good to embrace what we were giving. And maybe this fear or this anxiety is really triggering us to open up to other people, to maybe you even want to go have a therapy session, or maybe someone you can truly trust. Obviously it takes time to find a person you can really open up to, because not every therapist will vibe with you. That's why it's so cool that there's, you know, online therapy right now emerging. There's this platform that's called BetterHelp, if you want to check it out. Definitely, yeah, if you feel like you can't handle these energies by yourself, and you feel like you need guidance and help, and it definitely is not weak to call for help. But I definitely am getting the goal, or the focus of your transformation for a better life is definitely to just balance maybe your chakras, your inner energies out. Definitely, we have the Fool here, so that is really representing like a new beginning. Like you see the sun here, it's very beautiful. But what's really important with the Fool is to not be naive, not to make decisions that you will regret, because the Fool often represents new beginnings. But because the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands is here, I don't want you to walk and then fall off the cliff because you didn't really make sure that your decision has the best outcome for you. Because this Fool, for me, is a very positive card, but it's really important to not be naive and make drastic changes or drastic decisions that you will regret. You know, just kind of reflect, you know, let that thought really entertain your mind, plant some seeds, and then you can make a decision, and in the end you will feel comfortable with your decision. Because sometimes we kind of rush into new things, new places, new people, and then we're like, hey, I actually did not want to this. This is not really the right outcome. I don't feel stable. I don't feel secure. And I don't want to call you guys naive, but I really think you're very passionate people because of these two cards. And sometimes it's good to just ground ourselves because there's not much earth energy here. We have the water and the fire energy and the air energy, and these are really active energies, and sometimes earth energies really ground us, make things a little bit more slow, a little bit more reflected, but I feel like you're a very quick moving person, and sometimes you make too quick decisions. That is definitely something you need to transform in order to grow and to not feel stuck in places you didn't want to see yourself in. And then we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're someone who's really good with speech, or you have some sort of talent that has to do with your voice. Maybe you're a coach, a singer, an actress, or an actor, or you can sell things online pretty easily. Maybe you want to join a business, like online business, or something that has to do with the talent of speaking. Also being your mind is probably very fast moving. You're a very intellectual person. The Ace of Swords is such a good card, but sometimes the Ace of Swords, because it is a swords card that is air energy, is really cold and really holding people at a distance. So sometimes it's good to balance that out with the fire and the water energy. And for you, my pile number 3s, it's all about balancing out your energies. I'm really getting that vibe. But you have a lot of talents and a lot of strength. You just really make up a practical plan on how to evolve that, how to build clarity about it, and not rush into something and then regret it. And you should have thought about it, and should have done it this way, that way. And you don't want to get into that regretful mood. Obviously, if you're right now already in I wanted to say relationship, this could also resonate. If you're already in a situation that you're like, this is not really for me, it's not really the way I wanted it to be, it's not really going the way I wanted it to go, I really want to start new, I want to start fresh, and do it with someone new, or do it somewhere else, or I'm kind of getting that vibe. So I'm getting like so many processed thoughts, like you're not really fixated on one goal. There's a lot of inspiration, a lot of talent, a lot of thoughts that you have, but you have to work on it in order to bring it into your reality, to really ground yourself, because we have the Tower, and I'm really getting like, be careful with how you speak to people. Be very mindful. Don't just blabber and say things that might hurt people. If you're in a relationship, definitely reflect, is this really the relationship you want to end? Because maybe then you're gonna regret it and miss that person. Or maybe you really have to reflect on how you can talk to this person. Hey, have been feeling like I want to try something new, or I just really want to move, and it's really time for, be really soft and understanding, and don't put your bullshit on people and they can just see how to deal with it, because that is really not the best way to do it. Definitely be reflective. But I'm feeling maybe you have been going through a tough time. Maybe there's like a Tower moment that has occurred. Maybe there's some shadow work going on. Some awakening that you have been going through. Something like that. There's a Tower moment ahead, or you've actually experienced a Tower moment in the past, in the near past. But yeah, and then we have the Two of Swords, and I really feel like you're probably someone who likes to close their eyes in front of problems, or like to procrastinate. You like to talk yourself into liking things, or accepting things that are actually not really serving you just because you've gotten yourself into that situation and now you don't want to admit, hey, this is actually really wrong. This is the wrong path. Like, oh my God, what have I done? I'm with the wrong people. I'm at the wrong place. Or I invested into something and it didn't really turn out the way that I wanted it to go. And now I'm just closing my eyes. I'm not seeing it. No, I don't want to be confronted with what is going on. Like, I'm stressed. I don't know. This is really the vibe that I'm getting from this card. So, my advice to you with just the guidances and the messages I'm getting through the cards is to really stabilize your energy, balance yourself, find out what you really, really want, and then create a practical plan and try not to hurt people in the process. Sometimes we can't really not hurt people in the process. A breakup or leaving your friends for a move or relocation is always gonna bring tears and always gonna hurt someone, obviously. But just try to be kind with your words and not, just try to be empathic when you try to cut people off or try to improve your life for the better, because it could really have to do with leaving people behind or something like that. Also, I forgot to say, the Page of Cups is also a card for being very receiving, for birthing new ideas, but also getting pregnant. So be mindful if this is not something you're trying to do right now, then definitely be very mindful about that. And it could also be about birthing new ideas, starting a new business plan, meeting new people. I feel like you're probably a very social person. But if you're going through a tower moment right now, the times will change. We don't only live through hardships. Sometimes life gives us hardships, but most of the time they make us stronger, you know? I'm not trying to down talk anybody's problems here, but it's really, wow, there's so much energy flowing. Please ground yourself. If it's with food, if it's going in nature more, meditating, doing fitness, yoga, whatever, find coping mechanisms to ground that energy, because I do feel like you have a lot of energy, but you have to put it into things that will help you bundle it. And then if you have bundled it, you can put it into something you want to grow. Because if your energy is just flowing there and elsewhere and blah blah, it can just cause stress, and if you're not really focused, you know, and so bundle it and then mindfully put it into something you want to grow. Okay, then we have a new romantic cycle begins. Ooh. Why am I feeling you're currently with someone and you're gonna meet someone new? Or someone or something will captivate you. And there's definitely a romantic cycle beginning. It doesn't have to be that you're gonna meet a new person. And you don't have to be in a relationship. It will probably just resonate with a few people. It can just mean that you need to invite romance into your life. If you're really happy with your person, then just embrace that. Make them feel good. Have some sexy time. And really embrace these romantic feelings. Hugging, cuddling, going out to dinner together. Put some candles on, you know. Get fresh for your boo. Make them feel important. Make them feel wanted. And if you're single or kind of at the ends of a relationship, then I would definitely say a new romantic cycle is beginning, and maybe you just need some single time to trigger that and give yourself that time, romantic feelings and self-love to yourself. And while you're doing that, you're attracting someone who can give that to you as well. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. I don't need to explain what this is trying to tell you. If you have negative thoughts, negative people, negative habits in your life, it's time to release them, spot them, and not close your eyes in front of them. If it's being on your phone too much, unhealthy foods, drugs, toxic people, toxic job, toxic behavior, even manipulative behaviors, try to heal that, try to let it go, try to neutralize that. And if you need help, again, there's a lot of websites and people out there who are happy to help. Then we have adjustments are required. Yeah, for you to go on your new journey, it's funny because it's right on top of the Fool. For you to go on your new journey, starting a new life or a new chapter, you need to adjust your life first. Release that negativity, really, adjust what is not serving you. And then we have hold your vision. If you have dreams and plans for the future, definitely hold your vision. Definitely keep manifesting them, sending wishes and positive vibes out into the universe, and ask the universe to support that. And then we have a win-win outcome is in forecast. And I really feel like, because look at this spread, it's all purple vibes today, and purple is the color of transformation. Yes, and that is what we're here for today. That is what we want. And I feel like if you have created these steps and you're going with these steps, then there's a win-win outcome in forecast. And we have Libra, and Scorpio. This doesn't have to be in your chart. It could be, or it's just a kind of vibe that needs to be transferred in your life, because the Scorpio is a very passionate sign. And it's funny because it's right on top of the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands, which is passion, love, thrive. Embracing that and going for what you want. Wow, we have just say yes. So if you came here with a question, this is your confirmation. Yes, just say yes. If this is a new job opportunity, a new business plan, a new friend, something new occurring in your life, it is truly meant for you, and so just say yes. But make sure you're playing with your open cards. You're being truthful and honest so no one gets hurt in the process. And I'm saying this because I'm feeling there's people that are in a relationship and they thought this was their soulmate, but it's actually not, and they're about to meet their soulmate. But in order for this to have a positive, truthful, loyal start, it really is important that you don't just rush into something new whilst being with someone else who has their hopes up. So communicate, hey, I think I'm not in this relationship anymore. I think I need to go my own way, and we're not really resonating anymore. Obviously, this will hurt as well, but it will not hurt as much as someone going behind their back, lying, sneaking, and finding out about that at another time. Take it how it resonates. Don't get offended. This doesn't have to be your situation. It was just a message that was occurring, and maybe this will it also can be that this is like resonating that your partner is meeting someone new, or you are meeting someone new, or yeah, just take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be your situation if you don't feel it vibes. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. Okay, I got at the beginning, like, you're a very lighthearted person. You're probably really fun, celebrating, being really social, and not too serious. So definitely go with that vibe, but definitely try to ground your energy and put that energy of play and fun into something that can really progress, like healthy, honest relationships, healthy, honest friendships. Obviously, don't be too serious and overthinking, but definitely ground and put that fun, loving, compassionate energy into things that serve you. Then we have Star Seed. What lights you up? And yes, I was really getting, you're probably an old soul or a star seed, and you have been reincarnated on this planet or maybe in the universe before. So what lights you up? What makes you really happy? What people really resonate with you on a deeper level? What brings you joy, happiness, compassion, light, and love? That is what you should invest in, and nothing under that, like nothing beneath that. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for things, habits, or, that doesn't really serve you. Then we have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. And that is what I was saying earlier. I'm really getting you're protected, with this Temperance card. There is your spirit guides, your angels, the universe itself that's divinely guiding you and orchestrating your path, because we all come here with a purpose to this planet in order to learn our lessons. And I definitely am getting you're divinely guided, and there's something or someone coming into your life occurring that is gonna be very significant and important. It could be, of course, a romantic relationship or a deep friendship. And I definitely feel like you're guided. And with that Star Seed, I was really getting, I don't know if I said it or not, but I was really getting earlier that you're maybe a light worker, but I feel like your energy right now is a little bit all over the place. Maybe you're like kind of moving, like literally moving, or something in your life is just changing and you're like a little bit worked up and stressed out and oh my God, what am I gonna do? And I'm also feeling like you're probably an overthinking person, but no need to worry. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Yes, so I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of messages coming through. Remember, these cards are a tool and you came here for a certain reason. So take it how it resonates. Take the messages that felt like they were for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next reading. Bye bye, much love and light.